Unique's return after an excursion down into Unwaterdeep is concluded. They encounter an unexpected fellow in a trench coat as they rematerialize in proper Waterdeep proper. Attempting to pickpocket the man, a cylinder covered in runes falls on the ground, uh, believing it to be a bomb. Um, Rebecca jumps on it, and Dimension Doors 400 feet up in the air, and it promptly explodes on her and Andromeda, afflicting them with a kind of cursed disease that is slowly freezing them to death. Meanwhile, Loki psychic lanced the guy who was responsible, and the man responsible is currently being held for questioning by the magisters. And we return to the party at a bar. What was it? The Singing Sword?
Let me get up my Waterdeep map real quick. It is worth noting that before all that happened, you did encounter some bobbies in Waterdeep, and the Singing Sword.
Yeah, learned that it
Find the
was
journal.
it was something to do. Its creation has something to do with Dendar the Night Serpent. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yes. In the diary you made me read when I said I didn't want to read a diary.
And then you just kept turning the pages.
I was forced to.
He was at gunpoint.
Yeah, it was the Singing Sword that you are currently in. Okay.
Anyway.
So, Rebecca spent an hour resummoning Andromeda. Loki identified what was affecting Rebecca. And shared with the class. And I believe that was all y'all did in the bar.
Yeah, we haven't left yet though.
Right. You are still in the bar. Tavern, even.
I love this bar. Sorry.
I think we're just trying to figure out what to do and where to go from here. Because we've exhausted all of our options. However, Loki will sit and ponder for a little bit on the subject matter. If that's okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So only Wish can undo this, as far as we know.
From what I can gather. Unless... You know how usually to write the Dwarven Forges they get the breath of a dragon?
No.
Well, someone hasn't been reading enough books.
Look, I've been focusing more on a different aspect of dragons.
Do you think maybe if we convince a dragon to just blast you with its fire, that will get rid of it?
Um,
I don't think convincing a red dragon to do that would be very safe.
Who said it has to be a red one?
I know. I was thinking maybe what's it? Is it bronze or brass that does fire? I know gold does, but do you know any gold or either brass or bronze dragons?
that are kind of friendly.
I mean, they usually are friendly, but they tend to be a bit not really social. Except bronze. One of them is way too social for their own good. I forget which one.
Those are bronze. But
bronze is lightning, so no, that won't help.
I think it's copper.
Brass is fire, gold is fire, and red is fire.
Red.
Copper is acid.
Yeah, and brass is lightning.
We do not want a
No,
copper
bronze is
dragon
lightning.
then. So, like, maybe we could ask one of them. Do you know any? Do you have any favors to call upon?
The only dragon I have ever met and talked to is Amalus.
Maybe we can. I don't know. Find someone to change their form into one of these, and then
True
have them
polymorph?
just
Shape change?
or shape change. I prefer shape change.
Or we could talk to the magisters. They might know someone, or even the council. I mean, the council we have, that's tomorrow? Is the meeting? Or is it 2 days from now?
It's either tomorrow or 2 days. A lot has been going on here.
Did one night there. It was 4 days when you went underground, and you were only stayed one night underground, so it'd be 3 days.
3 days.
It's close to night now.
Oh boy. So it might not even survive until the fucking next council.
Tia is gonna snuggle with Rebecca.
Thanks, Tia.
Yes. Body
It's
warm.
pretty cold.
It's
Tia.
not helping, but it's,
Well, you
the
know,
sentiment's nice.
well, you know what they say in fairy tales, right? True love's kiss and all that nonsense. Do you love someone, Rebecca?
I mean,
Don't say yourself.
not in a romantic way.
No.
Tia
That's sweet.
kisses Rebecca's cheek anyway.
Oh, that's sweet. Did it work? Do you feel warm?
Nope.
Oh.
It was a nice effort.
You see that there is a thicker layer of frost there on the cheek in the shape of a kiss.
Moisture, probably.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also,
Well-
the moisture on your lips is real frozen.
Hmm. AC.
Well, I'm telling you one thing, Rebecca. I'm not kissing you.
Yeah, I'd rather like it didn't.
See, I get that, and that's fair.
Don't worry, Loki. I'll kiss you.
Excuse me?
You sure? He's kind of slimy.
At least buy me
Yeah.
dinner first.
Do you want me to buy you dinner? Are you
Nah.
hungry?
No, not really.
Oh.
What about you, Morgan? Hi, it's me, Morgan. I have a gun. Do, 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 do.
You're muted, Dylan.
I
You
like
don't know.
alcohol.
He's away at the moment. He
Oh.
DM'd me.
Oh.
He hit you?
He
Where
Where
DM'd
did
me
he hit you?
right here.
Oh
My name's
Yeah,
Morgan.
I don't know any dragons other than that one that we all met.
no! How do you not know any dragons? You're like famous, aren't you?
Yeah, but like
In
dragons
certain
don't come
circles?
and watch human fights. I mean,
I'm back.
humanoid fights.
Oh, he's back. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mark,
what I meant?
do you know any
Uh,
dragons? The answer
Or
was no.
have any
Oh.
ideas, I think is what Loki was.
Do I know any dragons? Well, I knew one. He was a young white dragon, and I killed him. And then I knew a white dragon. I think he was an adult, and we killed him. and then there was, I think he was, I don't remember what color he was. Remember the
Silver.
guy in the ice cream?
Silver.
Yeah, silver. Yeah, we didn't kill him. That's it though.
Yeah, you kind of ruined your dragon record with that one.
Yeah, but I think I met him first before the other two.
No, we killed the
you
white
met
dragon first.
you killed the young one, then you met him, and then you killed the adult one.
Oh shit, I fucked up my record. It's okay, no one needs to know about it.
Morgan, the 2/3 dragon slayer.
The 2/3 Dragon Slayer.
No,
So
you're just a chromatic dragon slayer.
right, yes, yeah. Actually, hold on a second. Where are we right now?
We're
Are we
In-
still down in
We're in the
in a
singing
tavern.
singing sword.
right?
It's
Right,
up
we
at
got
the
out
market.
of on Waterdeep, right? Okay. He's gonna Morgan's gonna pull Loki aside
Okay, hi.
All right, all right. So like, give it to me for real. Like, how bad is this whole Rebecca situation?
She's probably most likely going to die, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Okay, I got an idea. You ready for this?
No, never.
He'll pull out the book.
The book of many
You-
things.
The book of which I could ask questions.
Yeah,
goes-
and interestingly, like, how far away did you go from the group?
Not even really all that far at all. Like
If
almost
you
to where
let
it's like
Tia hear
semi.
this,
I feel like
If you
Tia would
let-
just passively hear.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you let
well,
Tia hear it, she will
it's not even
cry.
hearing. It's not even hearing. This is the first time you've seen the book, Tia. I have to see if I can find the picture of it just because of how ridiculous it is.
Don't let Tia hear about Rebecca dying because she will cry. She thinks Rebecca's just a little cold.
No, Loki explained it.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did?
Yeah,
Never mind.
Loki explained it.
We all know at
Wait.
one point Rebecca will most likely 100% keel over.
Basically, Tia, you see Morgan and Loki talking real quiet, and you see Morgan just reach into his bag and pull out a book that's completely bound in wood, and it has a giant mouth on the front of it.
Oh.
And
What's
it says
that?
Among Us.
Among Us!
It does not say that.
God damn it.
Morgan, in your head, you hear the same speech as before.
Very well. He goes, I finally have a question worthy of you. And he will ask it because I don't want to like get genied on this. He'll go, how may I save my friend Rebecca from the thing that ails her?
There's a lot of things ailing her.
Fine. Would it be a magical effect? Do we at least know that?
Yeah, it's some kind of magical curse disease.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so then he will specify and instead say of the magical effect that ails her.
Okay. You see, even though you're holding it in your hand, the book like forces your hand open so that it opens. So the book opens,
Oh God.
and the pages just start rapidly flipping through. This book is maybe like 4 inches thick, but you see just thousands and thousands of pages fly past opening, more than could possibly fit in the book.
Oh my God.
It has everything that has ever been said, thought, or written of in that book somewhere.
Oh, don't ask it about my inner thoughts.
Ask it about his inner thoughts.
I won't. That's a waste of a question.
Well, how many questions can you ask it?
Stop asking questions.
Hmm.
And it finally settles after like a good 40 seconds of pages whizzing by. Morgan, your hair. Does Morgan have hair?
His. So for the purpose of his head, no, but he's got like some hair on his arms and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so like the hair on your arms, you just feel like being blown backwards by how fast the pages are flipping.
Oh my God.
The hair on his arms are so long he can braid them.
They're not that long.
No. But his armpit hair is definitely braided.
That's fine.
But his wife did before she died. He
Yeah,
hasn't had the guts to watch it ever since.
Ew.
This
Oh,
I can't talk-
God.
Before in your head, Morgan. You would be the only one to hear this, but it lands on a page that has tiny 1 point font filling the entire page,
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
which is what every page you've looked at in the book before had.
Microsoft Word doesn't even go that small.
But Google Docs does. You just have to manually set it. Actually, Microsoft Word does too. You just have to manually set it.
Yeah. By default, it only goes to like 4.
Yeah.
He's like straining his eyes. He's like,
Well, the voice will speak in your head and say, elemental fire will suppress it. Powerful enough fire will end it. Yeah.
That's not a definite answer, though.
I mean, the suppress was definitely definite. The
oh god, hold on.
Powerful fire. So like what? Lava? We're just gonna throw Rebecca into a volcano and
Not
hope
just
for the
any
best?
lava, the most powerful lava.
enough fire will end.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to go to hell.
Or the plane of magma.
The fire elemental plane, the plane of creation.
I mean, yeah, you have the elemental plane of fire. You have the para-elemental or quasi-elemental plane of magma. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
We have buttered toast.
Damn. I had an idea to like, I don't know if it would suppress it or if it would be great enough to end it. We just go find like an ancient red dragon and be like, please breathe fire on my friend.
We did talk about that. But we also decided maybe not a red dragon, maybe more along the lines of a
Gold or brass.
yeah, good one. One that won't kill us right away.
Oh, those both breathe fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's 2 metallic dragons that can breathe fire, but only one.
because
can
poison-
So weird.
It's because poison's evil and gross.
Poison's not evil.
my mom came in. I had to take care of stuff.
Poison is not inherently evil.
Yes, it is. Poison kills.
Suppress it while worn.
While worn.
Hefe's gauntlet will suppress it while worn.
Hefe's gauntlet. Do we know a Hefe?
And
Name Jeff.
and wish could remove it from you like a thorn.
Ah.
So it's either we find Jeff's gauntlet, we use wish, or we go to
Or
a
take a field
plane,
trip to the elemental plane of fire.
which we need a tuning fork for, which we need plane shift for. Does anyone here have plane shift?
I don't think we're high
I
enough
know,
level to cast plane shift.
Morgan.
No, an otter by the name of
agreed.
Traxigate.
Let me get the spelling of this right. Nope, that is backwards, and that is why I'm not allowed to spell things. That's how it's spelled in the tiny text that you're reading.
Hefes. Never heard of it.
You
Wait, wait,
have.
I have. Okay.
That is one of the ones Francesco spoke of. That there is less documentation about, and it was more just rumors that he had.
Oh, cool.
Yes,
So it
that's
doesn't
right.
exist.
It does exist because the book says it exists. But there's like so little documentation that it's probably impossible for us to find.
I could send you what Francesco knew about it.
All right, so Morgan will say, fire.
Hey Dylan,
Yeah.
I need your help with something. Can you? It's only gonna take
Okay.
like 5 minutes.
All right, give me a minute, okay?
Okay.
He'll say, it says that fire can suppress it, greater fire can end it, which I'm not entirely sure about what that means.
Okay.
And
Since it's still on the page, you can actually. I'll type it out so you can actually read the.
How to
whole
read it
thing.
properly? Okay.
Yeah, you can put it on the table and like point to the passage.
Oh, Morgan, you're fat fingering. I think you're covering it.
Excuse
Wait,
me, what is
wait,
he fingering?
He's fat
hold on.
fingering.
My fingers aren't that big, man. Fuck you.
Well, they're big and muscly, let me tell you.
Hold on. It's really small. Loki, you have a magnifying glass?
No, but I have this magnifying glass.
Wait a minute.
All right, I'll take that. Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait, can you post it in the Dungeons and Disappointment thing? Because if you're posting it in Roll20, I won't be able to see it.
Yeah, I'm still typing. I'm gonna post it in both.
Okay.
For the viewers at home.
You're like, something about fire. Y'all ever heard of a man by the name of Hefe? Apparently, if you wear his gloves, it'll suppress it too.
I don't know it, Jeff.
I don't know
And
what to say.
and then let's see. Wish. Loki, you're a wizard. You know how to cast wish, right?
Yeah, sure. Let me just pull out some of the strongest magic ever from my butt.
Wait, you can do that?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Elemental fire will. Okay, yeah. So I'll just read in his voice. Elemental fire will suppress it, while powerful enough fire can end it. Hefe's gauntlet will suppress it while worn, and wish can remove it from you like a thorn. That's
So-
for y'all to decipher. I don't know shit.
So
Why don't we-
if we go to the elemental plane of fire, I'll basically be in a form of stasis with this disease. If we find fire that's more powerful than that, it will get rid of it.
You could just have a dragon breathe fire on you.
It needs to
That
be a
might
very
mean that.
powerful dragon.
That might mean that. Well, on the. While we're in the elemental plane, we would be able to at least rest.
That would be nice, yes. What kind of fire does Bahamut breathe?
I believe radiant.
Let's just get Tiamat to do it.
Yeah, I can do
Oh
it.
yes, that will that will go over greatly.
Hey, can you save our friend? Okay, thanks. We're going to kill you now.
Oh, well, he has. Bahamut has 2 breath weapons. One is cold.
Fair.
And the other turns his enemies into gaseous forms.
They make him poo? They make him fart?
He also has a healing breath.
Yo.
Ooh.
I think our best bet is either finding someone with wish, these Jeff gauntlets, or something else.
I mean, some magister might be able to send us to the elemental plane of fire, but how do we get back?
Either they pick us up or something else.
I mean, we could do something similar to what we did with getting to Mount Celestia.
But wasn't that like a month's worth of research? We don't have time for that. Unless you remember everything in the book like the back of your hand.
Oh, we just need to find a portal to the elemental plane of fire. I mean, we could go to the sun. That'll definitely get us there.
Or we try our luck with someone who knows how to cast wish.
Yeah, why don't we?
We'll probably owe him one big, but you know.
Yep.
Or don't
But
really
I
have
would
many
love
other
to
options.
owe another powerful entity a favor.
I mean,
Because we
yeah, Morgan.
already owe that, oh god, I can't remember his name. The halfling god.
Ah, don't remind me of him.
What if you owe the same powerful entity 2 favors?
All I know is that Wish is probably our best shot, and I am nowhere close to being ready to do that.
How much time would it take for you to be ready for it?
Maybe years.
Depends on how long the campaign goes.
Damn.
That's the Loki fourth wall break for tonight's session.
About 6 levels.
Yeah, about 6 levels. Actually, no, about 5 levels. Level 17.
Oh, that's right.
We're level 12 now. We're almost there.
Brandabaris, that's his name.
Yeah, I don't want to owe Barbados another favor.
You can also, I believe Rebecca is the one that researched the planes.
Yes, Rebecca was the one who researched the planes and found out where all the portals are, but at the same time, it took us months.
Yeah, I will say not where portals are, but you do know that you can get to the inner planes by going through the deep ethereal.
Oh, okay. So for the gauntlet,
Which
oh my god, are you serious? Okay, so the gauntlet might either be in the possession of the Archduchess of the Fourth Layer of Hell, or resting in the hoard of the Queen of all evil dragonkind herself.
So either way, we have to make a trip to hell.
you're not gonna recount Francesco's most outlandish lead.
Let me read that. It's hard to read this.
Yeah, I'll type it out.
To even be more claims such powering the sun itself. Yeah, it could be the source of power in the sun.
What, the gauntlets of Hefe?
Hefe's gauntlet, yes, could either be in the possession of the Archduchess of the Fourth Layer of Hell, or in the hoard of Tiamat, or being the power source for the fucking sun.
That's the book where they are.
Wait, but then that's 2 questions.
We got 2 more.
But
Oh, I think
I have this
we
strange
already
feeling
have
that we should.
a good enough lead, but I don't think we need to worry about the gauntlet.
Well, it still doesn't really. It helps, but it doesn't help narrow things down. It's either we bathe you in fire, that will temporarily stop it. We find these gauntlets, or we cast Wish.
No, just I think being in presence of elemental fire will suppress it, while bathing me in very powerful fire, well, us. I look at Andromeda. Bathing us in very powerful fire will end it.
Yeah, I don't think the gauntlets will apply to Andromeda, and also, Wish is only for like one of you, I think, not for both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Shine Sprite, it's been fun.
No.
That's fucked up.
Well,
That's helpful.
well, Rebecca, it's been fun.
I think our best chance is probably the elemental plane of fire.
Well, now we just need to find a way to go there. And find something to throw you in that won't kill you.
I'm gonna send Andromeda back to talk to Giamut. Gonna dismiss her to her demi-plane to talk to Giamut.
What about the eternal fires of Mount Olympus?
See, I thought the elemental plane of creation, because that, that's just where everything is born. That fire must be crazy.
Elemental plane of creation.
Yeah. It's real. I promise.
Why do I feel like Loki's lying?
Oh, Loki.
Loki's lying.
Mr. fucking
I mean,
Insight
there are the
check.
fountains of creation. Might be what you're talking about.
Nah, I'm talking about the plane of creation.
The fountains of creation are in the quasi-elemental plane of magma.
So is Loki telling the truth or is he lying?
The half truth.
God damn it.
Let's bring some brown mold to the elemental plane of fire. That'll be fun.
No. No.
No. Not
That's a
now.
That's a horrible idea. It's like
Pretty
bringing an ice.
sure that will cause the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Because
And
that
I
would
feel
eliminate fire as an element, and the sun would go out. At least that would prevent Dendar from eating it.
What if we eat Dendar before he eats the sun?
fine.
I don't know how a primordial would taste.
Probably like chicken.
Let's find out.
Most things that aren't typically what people would eat normally taste like chicken.
How would you know that?
Well, rat
Yeah,
tastes
I
like
hear
chicken.
alligator tastes like chicken.
Rat tastes
What?
like chicken.
Morgan goes,
Oh, I
who's
thought
that?
Dylan was gone. I'm sorry.
No, I'm here this time.
Morgan, what happened to you? Were you possessed?
I've been experiencing visions of Master Chef Ramsay's kitchen again.
Oh, no.
You'll be
Ever
okay.
since you mentioned the fourth layer of hell, I've been dreading it.
You'll be okay.
And you
I
were
don't
only
know.
on the. Oh, you were actually on off. What layer? What would the
I
fourth
have no
layer have been?
idea which one would be.
Let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was Hell's Kitchen was on the fourth layer.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
You love to see it.
Well, you said it's almost night, Bean?
It's like it's evening.
Evening. Well, I think we'd have time to go talk to maybe the Magisters or even probably some council members here already. If we could talk to someone and then get you guys some rest.
Yeah, you can't sleep anymore.
Not that I liked sleeping in the first place, but I can't rest.
Well, I mean, you benefit more when you take like just a quick power nap anyway, so.
That's debatable.
I don't know, it's Warlock doohickey magic. You know, I heard somewhere else they're called contractors.
Where did you hear that?
I read it in a book. I read a lot. I don't know if you know this.
Hmm.
Just ask me something about anything and I probably know it.
What about those novels?
What, the romance novels? What about them?
Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
Well, you know, the writing in Tusk Love is beyond, like, you know, it's really good. It's really nicely written, but I think my favorite one has to be A 1,000-Year Quest. It's a story about a female elf trying to find a lover, but realizing that due to her long lifespan, she'll never find someone to truly spend her whole life with.
Oh, that's
The
sad.
tragedy of half-elf families.
It is quite sad.
Yeah. My mom didn't really live all that long though.
Hmm.
Well,
I have no idea if my mom's alive.
Well, at least you guys had mothers.
God.
Loki, you couldn't have come to this world without having had a mother.
I know, but I never met her. I don't even know her. I
Do you
was
know
raised
your
by...
dad?
No.
Unless he's a true polymorph chair.
Hmm.
that's
Now you're speaking
And there's
Andromeda is
nonsense.
not here.
Oh yeah. Sleep?
You know what? I'm gonna summon my familiar, Gaston. He's a little rat. No, he's not a rat. He's a rabbit. There we go. He's a little rabbit,
Nobody says no to Gaston.
And I say, Gaston, and make me some scones. And he looks at me and goes, Gastons. I like Gastons.
He looks at you and says, "Bring me 4 dozen eggs."
And I go, yes, my liege.
I'd love to play a character who the character is actually the familiar and like the entity that they're using for power is the person.
Bro, that would be so fucking cool.
Yeah, we probably should head over to the Magisters, see if they can
Yes, we
figure
should
something
stop
out.
messing around.
'Cause, we're kind of on a ticking clock right now.
No, we're not. What are you on about? Shut up. I'm joking. Come on, let's go.
Okay. You head back down to the Tower of Order. There's not anyone waiting outside this time, seeing as you're not expected with
Are there any more people
bringing a
wearing
prisoner.
trench coats looking shifty?
Make me a perception check.
I mean, there's probably a lot more people wearing trench coats because of the situation with the snow.
Yeah, there is like a good
5.
there's a good like 7 inches of snow on the street.
Holy shit!
I wish I remembered what skills I picked up with fucking skilled.
You told me last week which ones you did.
I did?
Yeah.
Skilled? Or was that meta magic?
Oh, that was meta magic. Yeah, that was meta
Yeah.
magic.
Because I could have sworn I picked deception. I don't remember, and I don't want to say that it was in case it wasn't.
All right, so here's what you do. Go watch through all of Beck's videos until you see in the chat where Loki rolled a deception and see what the modifier was.
So many.
Or you could scroll up and get the full chat log and
Yeah,
oh no, because it would have been in the old one. Never mind. Can't do
Yeah.
that. Okay. You get to the Tower of Order. People are not waiting outside as you're not expected with a prisoner this time. But you make your way inside, and behind the desk you see outside of what you assume to be the interrogation room, 2 of the people that you had given the man over to, just like standing around rubbing the back of their necks, looking like they're thrown off by something.
What happened?
We're still trying to ascertain if he's telling the truth or not.
What's he saying?
They like look at each other if they should even say anything.
I'm dying.
Yeah. He's saying that he wasn't here to use it. He was delivering it to the council from where he found it.
Where was it found? Has he said where it's been found?
There's
Maybe
a
we
lot more safer ways to transport such a device.
Instead of in a trench coat looking all shifty about it.
And does like
You know, I wouldn't have pickpocketed him if he didn't say I don't want to get pickpocketed. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Sir, I am offended that you would ever call me a pickpocket." So in response to that, I tried to pickpocket him, and look what we did. We saved hundreds of thousands of people. So you get your ass back in there and figure out what the fuck he's doing.
Make a deception check.
that's
What do you mean?
true though.
It's
He
true.
never said anything about not wanting to be pickpocketed. He didn't look you dead in the eyes and say, "I don't want to be
You might have
pickpocketed."
exaggerated it, but that's like
I,
pretty close to what happened.
but we bumped into him and he was like, "Oh, you know, sorry," and it's like, you know, he looked like he was like holding his coat and everything, and I'm like, "Sir, I see that, and it makes me think that you think I'm a pickpocket, and I'm offended by that." It's not the exact truth, but it's close. But like deception, it's gonna be bad.
Well, it's not bad.
Maybe pick up a level in Rogue. Fuck it.
So the thing is, we had someone come in and cast a spell known as Zone of Truth, and they are adamant that he willingly had it affect him.
See, a way to
Wait a second.
confirm this is to have someone from the council confirm that they know this guy, and they asked him to go find this thing.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have tried to fucking kill him.
Well, no, they're not saying the council called for him.
Is that he found it and tried to take it to the
He
council?
found it in because you asked where.
He could be saying that he was trying to assassinate the council without actually saying it, because that's still the truth.
Wait a second. No.
He would have
What
found
if-
it in Amphale.
Amphail.
What,
Oh,
what
not
if
Amphale. I'm
someone?
sorry. Good.
What if someone made him take it to the council under the thought of, I'm taking it to the council because this is dangerous, but the person what had him find it wanted it to explode to kill the whole council in the first place. He got God, what's that spell? The magical contract, the one with the eyes, like from the anime?
Yas?
Anime.
Gas.
Oh.
Yes.
Gias, Code Gias.
Some
They cast grease on him.
Yeah, like what that the guy in your community had on him.
It would have been Neverwinter that he found it in.
Gias is a very interesting spell because it does essentially make someone literally someone else's mind slave, putting it lightly.
What was Boris? Not Boris.
Bruno.
Bruno. Yeah, like what Bruno had on him.
It could be a Gias.
But yeah, this sounds like it could have been a potential assassination attempt on the council.
I'm sorry,
What
but
if-
if I found something dangerous and I wanted people to see it, I would have, I don't know, not shoved it in a fucking trench coat.
Wait a second, Loki, couldn't you use your detected who's-its to see if he's still under the effect of a spell like what you did with Bruno?
I could
Yeah, I
use
could do
detect
that.
magic on him to see if he has any enchantments on him.
Yeah, can you let my friend in to do that real quick?
only need
Sure,
10
we were
minutes
actually
of
waiting on someone to come in and do that anyway, but they're busy with the storm outside.
Yeah, they'll be okay. I'll do it for a fee.
Loki.
For a fee.
Loki.
For a fee.
Loki.
We'll be
Or
fine
they-
waiting.
Excuse me?
I'll give Loki 4 silver. There, that's your fee. Come on.
Hmm.
Loki, please. Tia comes over and she kisses Loki on the cheek.
Hmm.
You already got your fee. 4 silver. Come on.
Well, you know what? I prefer the tea. I prefer the fee that was the kiss from T. So I'll go do it.
Aw. Hee hee.
Okay, so you're
In the silver.
touching a
And
man
it's
for 10 minutes, for 11 minutes.
Actually, wait for
Yeah.
me to use detect magic to see if there's anything on him in the first place.
Okay, you detect magic.
we divvied up the money we got from Fight Club, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I still had it on my thing. I just wanted to make sure if I could delete it or not.
Fight Club, Fight Club. Oh my god, I still never got to buy Rebecca's gift.
Well, we had a lot happen.
The gift was the book, probably.
No, it wasn't. That doesn't count.
As you walk in, you start to feel a compulsion to tell the truth. Make me a charisma saving throw unless you choose to fail.
Is it charisma or wisdom?
It says charisma on the spell.
Ooh, that's not great.
Okay, so both of you are choosing to resist.
I mean, we weren't really expecting it, so.
No one
I
asked
mean, they
me
did tell
anything.
you that there was a zone of truth cast in the room.
I mean, I thought it would be over by now.
No, they're fucking fancy.
They have a permanent one in their interrogation room.
I refuse to answer any questions on the grounds of fuck you. I really don't want to.
Loki,
Yep.
that's
Well,
not nice to
you
say.
both are under the effects.
Well, that's speaking the truth right there. I don't want to answer any questions.
Yeah. Well, am I getting anything for detect magic on him?
You notice one source of detect magic. It is the same color as what is on you and Loki.
To the zone of truth. He's not under anything.
It might be. It could be the zone of truth, and it could be the zone of truth and something else. Just cast identify on him.
Okie dokie. I sit down and I start casting it.
If that doesn't work, I can start boiling his toes.
Not in the room.
Yeah, it's just
You've
me and
kept
Loki.
outside.
No, I know. I'm outside.
You're
He's
just
still
sitting out there.
technically-
You're out there just like, gonna need a bigger pot.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you begin casting the spell. 11 minutes later. You identify him, and he is under the effects of a zone of truth.
Okay.
And nothing else.
Nothing
Okay.
else.
Oh, you fucking.
Nope, just zone of truth. So either he's telling the truth in this very half-assed way, or something fishy is going on here.
Wait a minute. I'm attuned to bring a mind shielding.
I'm not.
That makes it where you can't have your thoughts read.
and
Ring of mind shielding.
I don't like it.
I don't know if
Your voice talks to me in my head.
No, you're lying.
you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or other creature, or know your creature type.
So just by the know you're
know
lying, I
whether
feel
you're
like.
lying.
So I guess the ring of mind shielding would actually just cancel out against the zone of truth, like.
Zone of
Because
truth just
even if
doesn't
you-
work on me.
Yeah, because if you don't fail, like if you fail, you have to tell the truth. Like, you know?
Right, but
But
it's not a.
they don't have to
know
wait,
whether
no?
you're telling the truth or not.
So
It's an
it's like
interesting.
It makes
it's an
you
interesting
immune to
edge case.
magic to know. Immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying. So it makes you immune to magic that allows other creatures to determine whether you are lying.
Right. Okay, but they would know whether you succeeded or failed on the save. It just
And then he
doesn't.
could just succeed and then proceed
So
to
they would
lie
think
anyway.
that
They
I
wouldn't be able to
failed,
confirm.
but I'm still immune to it.
Correct.
No. The right way to do it would be succeed so they think that you're telling the truth. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right, fail. Wait. Would it be?
Dylan, you're roboting.
yeah, you are roboting
Can you play
bad.
that song that goes beep 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 boop bop?
Play the song
Bye.
of my people. I was nowhere near the fucking beetle.
And
Oh, I
Rise.
whispered that to Jim. Did not mean to.
Dylan, speak.
do I live?
You live, but still kind of robotish.
No idea how to fix it.
You're fine
Yeah, I
now.
don't know. Yeah, it's a little better.
It's better now.
I could just try and go off of data, but I don't have data.
Yeah, no,
It's
don't do
okay.
that.
Seems fine now.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
That's because I switched to data.
Ugh.
I mean, officially, those two don't say anything that affects each other, according to official rulings. However, I don't see why you'd be needing to lie anyway, so I don't think it really matters. He has not been trying to ask you any questions in these 11 minutes.
Is the guy awake?
Yes.
How
And
did
he
it
is
feel getting a
cooperating with
psychic?
Loki. He's cooperating with Loki, casting the spell.
I have to ask. I've never used a spell before. How did it feel getting a psychic lance shoved through your abdomen?
Seeing as apparently it knocked me out immediately, I don't remember.
Painful. Got it.
Why did you try to run when the cylinder hit the ground?
Because I saw what it did to my town, and I didn't want to be near it when that happened.
Your town? What town?
Yes, there was another one of these in Amphale. Smaller one.
Okay, wouldn't there have been a better way to bring this to the council safely? Like, rather than tucking it in a trench coat and just walking it through a heavily crowded city?
Well, you see, I didn't expect anyone to use magic to try to take it from underneath my coat. Now, did I?
Sorry about that, but you were kind of suspicious.
You made me feel like a pickpocket, and in response, I became a pickpocket, and I will never forgive you for that.
Okay, you're
That
not really.
sounds like your own problem.
I will kill you.
Loki.
Oh my god!
I'm leaving
At this
this room.
point, the two magisters come in, handcuff you, and drag you out of the room.
Yes,
Loki!
good. Hi.
Just him or me?
Just him.
Okay.
This is fine, please.
Okay.
You were put in a separate room,
no.
Ah,
Okay.
which I think means you can have a separate save if you want to re-roll your save.
ah. Now I'm being interrogated. They will never know.
I mean, they do know. They specifically know whether you failed or succeeded.
Oh.
You you say you were bringing this to the council. Why were you bringing it to the council?
Well, because it has the cult of Who's What's It's are the ones behind it, so I figured they would be the ones best known to know what to do about it. They've been popping up all over the north.
Cult of the Dragon?
That's the one, yes.
And it wasn't in an attempt to get the council killed.
No. I'll admit, it did not go as planned. As is obvious.
Poor decision making all around, I'd say.
Yes, I don't think it's fully on my shoulders. You know, you really shouldn't pickpocket people. You should tell your friend that.
I mean, I was the one that used the magic, but whatever.
Loki was the one that said the thing about you made me feel like a pickpocket, so I pickpocketed you.
I was very hurt.
Kia,
Now I have to get interrogated.
I was.
No one's in there questioning you. You're just locked in the room.
Ah,
Okay.
can I
There's
leave?
there's like a water slowly dripping from the ceiling,
Ah,
like a
But it's
muzzled
not-
dog.
but
Sure,
it's
when-
not. It's not pooling up on the floor.
What's your name, sir?
Reginald.
Reg. Okay, Reginald, look at this from our perspective. We have had experience with ice dragons, white dragons.
Okay.
So we know how cold they are. So when my friend felt the cylinder under your trench coat and felt something that cold, that was some cause for concern. And so I took it upon myself to try and get this thing away from you under the thinking that this might be some nefarious device, because you were pretty suspicious, to be honest.
I mean, you know, you're not that far from suspicion yourselves, just appearing out of the blue right in front of me when no one was there prior.
Yeah, that's a unrelated matter that is a problem, but will be brought to the council's attention that we can't really deal with ourselves. We were investigating something else that might concern the safety of Waterdeep, but yeah, that's why we just appeared out of nowhere. So this is just a horrible accident, not really anything nefarious. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah, as you said, very cold tube. Had to take lots of they called it insulation, wrapped around me to carry it.
Wouldn't it have been better just to have the tube lay, like, I don't know, be like stored out of the city and then like inform the council about it, to have specialists go in and look at it?
He'll think for a second. Well, there was some talk of that when I first set out. The consensus was that I should take it directly, because if I let it be somewhere, there was no guarantee that the cult wouldn't just reclaim it, and then there'd be nothing for the council to look into, as it were.
Do you have any affiliation with the Cult of the Dragon?
I mean, affiliation is a very broad word. My town was attacked, as I said, by them, so yes, there is affiliation in that regard.
Do you work for them?
No.
No. Do you work for someone who works for them?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay.
You know, it's times being as they are. I'm pretty sure I trust the man, but times being as they are, you can never be 100% sure, can you?
Who's this man?
Give me a name.
You brought this on yourself.
Barnabas.
But
Barnabas.
Name.
Yeah, he runs the main warehouse in town. I do work moving and delivering for him. Yeah.
Barnabas in, what was the town you said? It was
Amphail.
Amphail?
Yeah.
That was the town that was previously attacked.
That is his town, the town he was in that was previously attacked.
That's just north of Waterdeep.
That's just a ways north of Waterdeep. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to get an order for Barnabas in Neverwinter when I came across this second one. I guess they were trying to go for the bit of irony, as it were, bringing winter to Neverwinter. Because the one that was in my town, like I said, it was smaller. From what my gracious hosts here was saying, there's kind of like some kind of snowstorm going on. That didn't happen in my town.
Yeah, it kind of made it explode up in the air about 400 feet.
Yeah, that didn't happen in my town either.
That
kind of detonated in the church.
So why did this Barnabas tell you to do this?
He didn't. He's not the one that told me to do this. No.
Oh.
I mean, he was part of it. We had once I found it. It was when I was on my way out of Neverwinter.
Why didn't you tell the Neverwinter Watch about it?
Well, you see, technically, I just mean it was in like Neverwinter's region, the region that they rule over. It was in like a small hamlet outside of it. There was already some people in Amphil investigating, and as I said, it's hard to know who you can actually trust. I couldn't trust that the gods weren't part
That
of it.
makes sense.
So I brought it back to the people that were investigating in Amphil, as to what had happened there. And kind of partially them, partially there was like a town meeting, as it were. And it was decided, since I was the one that found it and I had brought it back that far, that I should be the one to deliver it to the council. There was a vote.
And it would have made more sense for you and someone else to go with you, so there would be like, I don't know, an escort. Or
Yeah, again, no arguments from me. Lost the vote on that one, yeah.
okay.
Something about it being more visible, since we'd already been attacked twice by the cult.
Twice.
Only once with a bomb. But we've been attacked twice. Yeah, they came and stole all the gold they could find in town the first time. Yeah, something about, since they'd been there twice, people weren't so trusting that they weren't casing it. They didn't want too many people going at once.
I see.
As I said, though, my vote came down on the side of multiple people. But it was a town decision. Who am I to argue, I guess?
Okay. So
Again, obviously didn't go as planned. And it looks like you got hit. And I'm greatly sorry for that.
yeah. I'm sorry too. This is a fucked situation, Reg.
If it helps any, I will say most of the people in Amphil that were caught in the blast did pull through. Took a while though.
Okay.
See him like reach up and wipe a tear away.
Well, I got about 2 days minimum, I think. We think, before I finally succumb to it. And that's if I succumb to it. That's the least amount of time I have. And I gotta find a solution before then. If I can't pull through it. So, I don't know. Thanks for...
Listen, you've been more than fair, and again, I don't know what to say other than I apologize. But one thing that seemed to help back in my town, again, it was a smaller bomb, so I don't know that it's exactly the same. If you can find any dwarven firewater, those that were drinking that to stay warm seem to come out better on average.
Well, looks like I'm hitting up a bar tonight because I can't sleep. So, thanks for the tip, Reg. And if you excuse me, I need to discuss about the release of my friend.
Didn't do nothing.
I
wasn't
do
planning on bringing it in.
apologize for his behavior.
Can I say one more thing before you leave?
Yeah.
Please. I know I'm probably not getting out of here because the plan went bad. Could you have a message sent back to my family, just telling them I'm sorry?
Oh,
I'll see what I can do. Because I'll probably have to tell someone to do that for me, because me and my friends might be taking a trip to the elemental plane of fire. So, yeah, I'll tell the magisters about that and tell them what I learned from you. See if it adds anything that they didn't know already.
Okay. Loki.
hi.
Well, actually, Tia and Morgan.
Yeah.
You watch as
Yeah.
like about 15 minutes into your friends entering the room, two of the magists just push past you, walk in with handcuffs in their hand, and you see them drag out Loki and put him in the room next door.
As they're dragging him, he's like, "Am I being detained?"
I didn't do nothing. I said I'd
What
do
the
something, but I wasn't going to. I didn't do nothing.
He'll
What
be
the hell?
fine. Don't worry about him. And they
What-
put him in the
what-
other room. And
What
just
did he
walk back
do?
out. He threatened to kill someone that was in custody.
Oh, I'm sure he doesn't mean it. He's not really the killing type. I mean, do you see his scrawny frame?
I mean, he did admit that he was a of the magical persuasion, and then that's the Amphail man. He did admit that he's of the magical persuasion and refused to join the order. We're just putting him in there until he can cool off.
I'm completely calm.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm completely calm.
Yeah,
So-
let him out in like 10 minutes. He'll probably read like a romance novel that he's got on his person. He'll be good.
So
He's a big softy.
So about 15 minutes after you're put in the room with the dripping ceiling that doesn't accumulate on the floor, it just makes a loud echoing drip.
I've been reading a book.
The door opens and you see the guy that handcuffed you, and he's like, "You better now?"
Well, after reading a few chapters in the current book I'm reading, yes, I can say I am better now. However, I feel awful for the main character. Can you... How would you feel if you found your mother with your brother in bed?
Excuse me?
These books are pretty fucked.
What?
Is that book by Jorge R. Martin? Jorge R. Martin.
Yes, actually. That explains it now.
Oh my god, now you guys are roboting for me. This is terrible.
and yet you sound fine.
What's
See how
that?
you sound. Alright, he comes in, takes off your handcuffs. There's no key, he just like waves his hand over them and they unlock.
Oh, I could have done that. I mean, what?
He says, "Yeah, you're free to go back with your friends outside.
Oh, that-
Just not back in the interrogation room."
Oh no, whatever will I do? I'm not allowed back in the interrogation room. I just walk out.
Hey, so Loki, did that guy give any important information? Like, did he do it? Was he under a gay ass?
He wasn't anything.
Oh my-
Not that I can tell. I don't know if Rebecca spoke to him further. I was just kind of thrown in there with the sound of dripping water that wasn't going anywhere. So I shimmied a book out of my pocket and I was reading it.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd do something like that. You think Rebecca's almost done talking to him? She's been
No
in
idea.
there a while.
No
It's a
idea.
long conversation. Oh, I still haven't gone to go buy her present.
If you want to go do that right now, we'll cover for you.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'll see you guys later. Try not to find any more bombs when my back is turned. Like, seriously.
I'll try.
He'll head out.
Probably a little bit after I'd be done with Reg.
Yeah, not even a minute after Morgan walks out the front door, Rebecca comes out.
I'll inform the magisters what I learned and see if that gives them more information.
Okay, and that would be close enough that Tia and Loki also hear the information that you had learned.
Mm.
Mm.
It's possible that he generally thought he was doing a good thing, but he was being manipulated. It's also possible that everyone involved was thought they were doing a good thing, but were doing poor decision making all along the way, concluding with us in the end. Yes.
What I'm hearing
Yeah.
is the guy's practically harmless.
Yeah, right. From where I'm standing,
Mostly harmless.
from my perspective right now, unless there's some ulterior conspiracy going on, This just seems like a horrible accident.
Well, I apologize for what I said earlier about wanting to, you know what, but I think you should be I don't know, probation just to be safe.
Also, he says he wants a message sent back to his family in Amphel. Just that he's sorry, that whatever. But like, I'm a bit suspicious because if he is being manipulated, that could be a code unknown to him that means he failed in his objective. His it's complicated.
Well,
Yeah.
there's 3 things here now. We'll have to wait for the investigation of the storm to conclude. I guess from what you just told us, we need to have some investigators in Amphel and someone to talk with the council. We'll have to figure this out.
And now for our main reason why we're here. Do you know of a way we could get to the elemental plane of fire? Preferably soon, like within the next day or so.
I don't, but there's someone upstairs that I can talk to that might be able to help out. If you can wait like probably 20 minutes for me to get in and talk to him.
Yeah, I could wait 20.
Yeah. I'll actually be right back because I'll have to pop over to a pub to buy a bunch of dwarven fire wine.
No, we'll sit here and wait then. While you go
Okay.
do that. I got nothing going on.
Actually, is there dwarven fire wine in my alchemic jugs? Let me see.
I don't believe there's dwarven fire water in your jug.
No, it was that honey whiskey. That was.
Yeah. Golden Hollow whiskey.
Yep.
Jolted wine, rum, Lunan water, maybe an Aviji. I forget what that does. But yeah, I'll go out and buy this shit.
Okay. About how much you wanted to buy?
How many casks do they have?
Let's see. Are you just gonna like go to the nearest tavern, or you would know from your time here previous that like large quantities, your best bet would probably be the Yawning Portal. That is a little bit of a walk from here. You could also try just going to like
Is
the
there a
Crawling
nearby
Spider, Singing Sword, or something.
Is there like a nearby brewery or something?
What's the Brewers Guild called? There's only one brewery. Oh no, there's more than one brewery. But there's only one place you can buy it. Oh, I guess while I'm looking for that, Loki and Tia, do you want to do anything while you wait for the man to get back with the information?
What can I do?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna just chill and read.
Is
We have to
hmm,
get Morgan a gift
why do I need to get Morgan a gift?
because it's his birthday.
What? It's
He's
his birthday? Why didn't he tell us?
he did maybe. I don't remember. A lot's happened today.
He did while y'all were in Unwaterdeep earlier today.
Oh,
He
okay.
realized in Unwaterdeep, he was like, "Oh fuck, today's my birthday."
Aw. Then yeah, we definitely gotta get him something.
Yeah,
But then
we gotta wait, and then Rebecca has to come back, and
we'll figure it all out. It's okay, bud. Tia comes over and gives Loki a hug.
oh, I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Um,
until the 20 minutes pass before we could get this stuff together, I'm just gonna read my book.
okay. If you want to go straight to the brewery, Rebecca, you can go to the House of Good Spirits, which is the Brewers Guild. That would be where you could buy it. It's down in the Trades Ward. Well, in the border of the Trades Ward in the Southern Ward.
That's
About just as far as
Yawning
the Yawning
Portal.
Portal.
But it's probably not at a markup because it's at the source.
This is true.
Yeah, I'll make my way over there.
Okay.
Making my way over there.
Dylan, what are you after?
Well, last session, Anthony Tia gave me some suggestions of either like an armor set or weapons or something like that. So he's probably gonna go to a blacksmith.
Okay. Very good. I mean, you find a blacksmith with little problem. You do trudge through the snow a bit.
What a beautiful summer's day.
Yeah, on a beautiful summer day.
Big summer blowout.
Big summer, yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout.
You.
He'll head into the place and howdy. So I'm looking for either a weapon or armor. I'm not quite sure, but like maybe I could describe my friend to you, and then like you tell me what you think would fit them.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So like they do some of that crazy magic hoo-ha, but like not all the time. And also she's got I think it's a rapier. I think she named it Cyrus, and it has fire on it. So I don't know if she'd want a replacement for that. So maybe armor?
This is such a Morgan thing.
I personally don't name my weapons. I think that we shouldn't form like physical attachments to objects in this world, but but I also understand like the sentiment, so I'm not gonna knock it. I would ask out of character, would he know what kind of armor Rebecca wears? Like, is it relatively obvious?
It looks leather
And-
and it
yeah,
looks
yeah,
studded.
it's you could reasonably assume that it is studded leather.
Studded leather. Okay. Would there be anything that he could get you that would be better?
That is
Um,
the best light armor there is. Unless you go for
Um,
magic.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So he'll go, yeah, she wears leather, but I think there might be some like metal studs in it. So like, I guess a better set. Like, do you have anything magical?
Hmm. Magical as far as standard
Armor.
leather goes. Let me look what I have in stock. Well, are you looking for today, or are you looking for an order?
Ooh. If I were to order it, how long do you think it would take?
It depends on how good of an enchantment you want put on the armor.
Hmm. Hold on. Let me check my coffers. Uh-oh. Hold on. I have to reconnect to the interwebs. I hope that doesn't robot me.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
that
I thought the L was your coffers.
You opened your wallet and saw there was like 2 copper coins. What can I get for this?
Connect me. Oh, bad. How about that one? Okay. That one says connected and doesn't say connected without internet. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me reopen the Roll20 app. Tyranny of Drakens. Morgan. Okay. Not combat. We're gonna go to, would it be inventory? Ah, okay. He'll go I got like 1,600 gold. What do you think I'd be able to buy with that?
1,600 gold.
The best
Yeah.
negotiator of all time.
Look, I'm gonna be real, because I'm not good at like that swindling stuff, so I'm not even gonna try. That's what I got to work with. I've got some other money, but I kind of got to keep that on the back burner. That Look, you don't know me, and you probably don't care, but if it doesn't cost me all of the gold, I would appreciate it, because I'm trying to save up to buy a diamond. You see, it's for my wife.
And here's a photo of my wife, and here's
No, he doesn't have-
here's how we met, and this is what we bought for groceries the day before she died.
Well, let's see here. From what I have in stock, and in your price range, I have 3 options for you that would be. I'm not gonna lie, because it's not cheap enchantments. It would cost most of what you have.
Okay.
Those 3. There is another one that would be considerably cheaper.
All right.
Its enchantment is not as impressive. So let's start with the 3. This here is. I'm sorry, it's 3 total. It's 2 in 1, not 3 in 1. Oh no, it is 3 in 1. Sure, fine. This here is quite a standard enchantment. It's armor. It's functionally basically identical as the original. It just magically makes it harder for you to be hit by a small amount.
Okay. Okay.
Here, that one would run you. we'll call it an even 1,000.
All right. All right.
This here does the same, but it also allows you to alter its appearance such that it looks like other either another suit of armor or a set of clothing.
Glamour weave plus X
Well,
armor?
it's literally called glamored studded leather. It's in the it's in I think the DMG. It's actually in the basic rules package. And
Okay.
this,
All right.
Oh yeah, it comes with a +1. Huh.
yeah. Given the intricacies of weaving those two together, this would run you right around 1,500.
Okay. All right.
This one, the last of the more expensive ones, is a set of... It doesn't make you harder to hit, per se, as the others did. It does, however, allow you to shrug off quite a bit of damage. In this case, it allows you to shrug off...
If you say cold, I swear to God.
Cold, no. Acid damage. Now, the cheaper one, as I said, not as impressive, but I do happen to have a few of these in stock. Only 2 of which are in the studded leather variety.
Okay.
This one is... It's essentially a suit of armor that you can change... You can remove at a moment's notice. It will
Ah.
only run you 50 gold.
Well, see, now, I can't go being a cheapskate, because Rebecca got me an expensive gift for my birthday. So I'd feel wrong if I got just the 50. I'm kind of debating between the one that lets it change to like the different types of clothing or look different, and then just the one that makes it harder to hit, because I feel like she would appreciate the ability to accessorize. That would make a lot of my money go away. But you know what? At the end of the day, I know my buddies will help me with my wife. So you know what?
You do know she
I'll
can
take
change
that
her
one.
appearance at will.
Yeah, that's true too. He goes, you know what? I'll take that one. Now, my question for you is: are you gonna need measurements? Like, should I come back, or
Um,
or is it like magical, like one size fits all?
let me roll for how good this man is. Okay. You know what? No, you described her a bit when you walked in and started this, because you were talking about, like, I'm gonna describe her to you, and then you tell me what she'd want.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
This one. Take this one. It'll fit perfectly.
Okay. All right, if you say so. And you said that run me about 1,500.
That is correct. Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me mark this off on my sheet.
Ooh.
Morgan pulls out a small pair of glasses, puts them on his nose. See here. Yep. Yep. All right.
Okay. All right.
Would
There we
Glamour
go.
Weave
Back in
let
his
me
pocket.
change the sound of it?
I don't know. Voice in the sky that is Rebecca. No.
Oh, what was your
All right.
question?
would Glamour like would the Grammarly would the Glamour Weave when you change its appearance, it retains its bulk and weight, but could it change the sound? It doesn't say it does, but it doesn't say
Its
it
bonus
doesn't.
action, you can speak the armor's command word and cause the armor to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor. I would say no because it specifically says appearance.
That's incredibly disappointing.
I mean, comparatively though, like leather armor, I mean, like,
Doesn't make a
or
lot
well,
of noise.
even studded leather doesn't really make a lot of noise. So, but
But if I wanted to seem intimidating with like plate armor,
I want to transform it into plate armor while I'm sneaking around, so that it makes the clink clinks.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I turn my armor into plate mail, and it keeps warning the guards.
Morgan will say to the guy after he pays him for the armor, he'll go, I appreciate you and I appreciate your honesty, because I feel like most people probably would have tried to swindle me when I walked in here and told them exactly how much money I had, but you did right by me. Also, could you do me a favor? Could you like maybe wrap this up in like a gift box? It is a birthday present.
Don't have much in the way of paper. I can't put it in a box.
Oh yeah, a box works. I'm sorry, that was silly of me. I shouldn't have expected you to have like ribbon or something like that. This isn't exactly like a hall mark.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yes, the Hallmark
He'll
Guild.
pull out a card. He'll pull out a wooden box and put it in it. Do you want it nailed shut?
Yeah, because like you want to give him like the fun of opening it, like on Christmas morning.
He nails that thing shut.
Good thing I have a crowbar.
Yeah, but with a crowbar.
All right.
Actually, I think technically I have one too. I do.
Since you're the first big spender I've had in here today, let's get your opinion on something I've been working on.
Oh?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's armor for monks.
And he leads you over, like, behind a half wall to where there's a bunch of just, like, random forged metal pieces laying on the table. And he pulls a piece of paper down and spreads it out. It's like, you see here, this is going to propel a projectile at high speeds, a lot like a crossbow. But if it comes out of this tube, there's been rumors of someone going around with one of these. So I'm trying to get in on the market and sell this new weapon.
And it's begun.
The gunsmith revolution.
Today's your lucky day.
Let me show you this. Bang!
I happen to be the individual that they were talking about walking around with one of these here mighty weapons. I call it a spin box. I actually found it behind a dumpster. It was really weird. So a couple years ago, I was at this fight, and then after I came out of the fight, which I will not confirm or deny that I lost, I went out back to have myself a drink, maybe like, vomit or something. And I saw this metal contraption, and he'll literally
I'll
just
give you
pull it out of his
3,200 gold for it.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money, but I really like this thing. How about this? How about I let you borrow it for a couple of days so that you could tinker with it, right? And Please don't break it. And that way you can understand its internal workings and mechanisms and then be able to reproduce it yourself. And in exchange, maybe when I come by for bullets or like if I need replacement parts, you hook me up at a discount?
Deal.
That's such a
All
big
right.
deal.
He spits into his hand and puts it out for you to shake.
He will spit into his hand and shake his hand.
Very good.
All right, well here you go. Oh, hold on a second. Let me unload this real quick. I don't want no accidents.
You come back and
Yeah,
he's
haven't
fucking
actually-
dead.
Haven't actually seen one yet. Let's see here. And he's holding it completely backwards to where he's gonna like push the trigger with his thumb.
Oh no. Hold on. Morgan will unload it and then he'll hand it to him by the barrel and he goes, so first of all, much like a loaded crossbow, don't ever point this in the direction of someone that you don't want to get hurt. And since it hits harder than a crossbow, you kind of can't take it back once you pull that trigger. So you gotta be
I
really
see.
safe.
Okay, no, I misunderstood the stories. I thought it came out this end.
Oh no. That other end, that's the bit what for clubbing. In case someone gets really close, you just knock them over the head with it and you hold it by the barrel. He'll like basically briefly explain to him how it works. At least obviously to like his understanding.
Right.
And he'll go, yeah, so basically, bottom line, keep your booger hook off the bang switch until you're ready to bring the heat. Can you remember that?
Keep your booger hook off the heat switch until you're ready to bring the bang. Got it.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Also, I'd recommend that if you end up making your own version and you're gonna test it out, maybe like shoot it at something that's like made out of metal. That way it doesn't go through any wood or anything and accidentally shoot your neighbor. Or like stone.
Don't worry, I got a giant stump in the back that's 4 foot thick.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah. It'll probably get lost in there, but yeah, that works. And he'll leave him a couple of bullets too, so that like he understands how those get cast, and he also explains how like black powder is essentially necessary.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna,
yeah.
for you letting me look at this and get ahead of the curve. Here, and he'll give you back 400 of the gold that you had given him.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Nice. Well, gee, thanks. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it.
Thank you. When'd you say you were coming back?
Well, we're gonna be here in Waterdeep for. Fuck, would he remember how much longer?
You
Oh,
would know
God.
that it's 3 days until the council meeting, but you also know that your friends were talking about trying to go to the Plane of Fire.
Yeah, they were talking about that. Oh my god, I gotta
We're leaving
wonder
the
if we're
universe
waiting.
tomorrow, so we don't know when we'll be back.
Yeah, he'll go. Let's call it a week.
10
Maybe
days. Got it.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, 10 days. There you go. We'll call it that. I don't think I'll be back before then. We got to do something in 3 days, and then we got to do something after that. Unless we end up doing the other thing before the thing in 3 days, which I don't think that's a good idea. But we'll call it a 10-day, and then I'll come back. And if you need more time, I can give you more time.
Sounds perfect.
Alrighty. All right. Well, I'm gonna go deliver this present.
Okay. You walk
I
off
know.
with a big old crate that's been nailed shut.
Yeah, he can put
Yep.
the crate in the bag of holding.
You could put the crate in the bag of holding if you so wish.
Yeah, all right. I'll put it in the bag of holding for now.
Okay.
And he'll head back to the oh god, what was it? The Tower of the Magisters?
Tower of Order.
Tower of Order, yeah.
The Tower of Order. Yeah, he'll head back to the Tower of Order.
Okay. Okay. So Loki and Tia. What was that back?
I was like, never mind.
Okay. Loki and Tia. The man returns. So we're a bit strapped for resources at the moment. We can't get you. We can. Are you trying to get somewhere specific on the plane of fire, on the elemental plane of fire, or
No,
just
not
so the plane
really.
itself?
If I had a guess, just the plane itself.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere specific.
Okay. We can get you within. Let's call it a day's travel. Keyword within. Don't know exactly where. Of the city of Brass, which is on the elemental plane of fire.
Okay.
We can't get you anywhere specific right now. Our resources are kind of stretched at the moment, and he looks outside as it's getting close to whiteout conditions on the street.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I get you, but this is information you might have to tell our friend when she returns from her booze escapades. Because if I tell her, she'll get mad at me.
Why would
Doesn't
she
plane
get
shift
mad at
just
you?
let you like specify a target in general
It
terms?
is not plane shift that they're being able to do.
Oh God, we're doing bootleg planar travel, everyone.
Also, I'm not good at explaining things.
Just be glad they're not astral projecting you.
That would not work for my needs.
I'm just not good at explaining
I mean,
things.
once you get through the portal, you go through on your full body goes through.
Really? Was that how?
You just have to find your way through the astral sea to one of the color pools. Yeah, once your soul goes to a different plane, the body gets teleported.
It's fucking weird.
And monks can do that for free at 9th level, 20th level.
I can't wait.
Kind of free. I think it takes a lot of key points.
It likes half your key points or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
but
you're
it's
not doing
stupid.
combat that day, great. If it's a day you end up having to do combat, you have nerfed yourself quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it is a assuming you have a decent intelligence score, it is a good way of traveling between the planes.
It's
Define
18th level,
decent.
not 20th.
Not negative.
Oh, okay.
If
He's
your
not
score is
that dumb.
negative, that means you just go backwards faster.
Yes.
Talk about falling backwards into success. Alright, that'll bring us to Rebecca. You arrive at the House of Good Spirits. And you're looking for you asked how many casks of dwarven fire water they have?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's a pretty strong brew. Let me check the ledger for how much and how many we have. It'll be he'll flip through it. We
A
have
rundlet. Oh, okay.
we have 5 casks in store right now, each of which will run you 25 gold. However, I could sell you a barrel, which is the equivalent of 4 flasks, for only 80 gold.
A barrel is 4 flasks?
Or 4 casks.
Okay. Do they notice my condition?
They notice you're covered in ice. I mean, it's nearing whiteout conditions outside. They notice your condition. They don't think anything is odd with it given the current circumstances outside.
80 gold. Okay. Is it? I kind of took that ice bomb point blank, and this is a potential shot at potentially helping me survive this cursed disease I have. Is it possible I could get a slight discount?
You mean other than the bulk discount for buying the barrel?
I'd even take it if it's just 70.
Make a persuasion check.
Let's fucking go.
21. 21. Okay. Let's see here. I can't bring the barrel down to 70. However, if we keep the barrel at 80, I could throw in 2 more casks at the same rate as the barrel, which would be 120
Total? Done.
for a barrel and 2 casks.
120 for a barrel and 2 casks? Done.
Yes, that is 90 gallons.
You got yourself a deal.
So where are we delivering this? No offense, but you don't look like you can. You don't exactly look like you can carry all that by yourself.
I have a strength of 17, I'll have you know. Oh wait, I have disadvantage because of my exhaustion. Shit.
And let's see here. 70 gallons. We'll assume water density. Alcohol's a little lighter than water, right? But you have all the sugars and stuff mixed in.
A brandy weighs 7 pounds a gallon.
Yeah, so water is 8 pounds a gallon. We'll call it 8 pounds a gallon and just ignore the barrel weight by doing that. So 90 times 8 is what, 720 pounds?
That won't fit in the bag of holding.
Wait, it won't?
It only holds 500 pounds.
Right, it only holds 500 pounds.
You
said it's 90 gallons?
If I dumped all of it into the alchemic jug...
500 pounds. Well, we'll call it 450 pounds because of, the chests and stuff being in there. Divided by 8. So I'll say the barrel can fit in there, and you can pour the 2 casks into your alchemic jug.
Yeah, and then slowly transfer the barrel into the... Yeah. I take out the alchemic jug and I put it on the counter. It's like, you can put the 2 casks into there, and the barrel, I'll tell them to deliver it to Cinder Sylvain's address.
Okay. I can't stop you from doing whatever you want with the casks once you have them. Legally, I'm not allowed to pour them, as that would be, that would put me at odds with the innkeepers and tavern. What's the name of it? Whatever the correct guild is for that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just give me the casks and I'll pour it in myself.
Very, very good, very good.
Yeah, you can deliver the casks to this location, and you can deliver the barrel to Cinder Sylvain's address.
Okay, very good. And he'll bring the casks to you. I just ask, look, there's a porch out front. You can do it there. You just can't do it inside.
Yep, got it.
Don't need another suit on my hands. Not this week.
Yeah, I'll head outside and proceed to pour the 2 fire wine casks into it, and then I'll head back to the Citadel. Not the Citadel, the Tower of Order.
Fellowship of Innkeepers. Waterdeep has a very strong guild rule thing.
Hooray, unions!
Yeah, guilds, unions, leagues, fellowships, councils. I think there's like 40 on this list. Very good. Okay, yeah, so you pour... It takes you a bit, because you have to wait for it to, like, absorb in.
I think I can do 1 gallon per round? Let me double check.
I'm gonna say it's the same rate as what it can come out.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. 2 gallons per minute.
Okay, so it takes you 15 minutes. So you have 30 gallons between the 2 casks. And the barrel is being delivered to Syndra's. We will say that with that much poured in, it's at the same rate as beer. You can get 4 gallons of it when you... Oh, no, because this is more expensive. We'll call it a gallon.
1 gallon per summon. Okay.
1 gallon per summon.
And if I add more, it'll increase?
Potentially. It's like a law of diminishing returns kind of deal.
I see.
Where it takes more to go up the same amount.
So it'd take 4 casks to increase it to...
All I'm saying is the limit is infinity. But it's a very slowly growing limit.
Oh, it's like a root square law thing. Inverse
And
square.
then when you add all the numbers up, you get negative 1/12.
It's only 10 gold pieces for a barrel of salmon.
Yeah.
I mean, you have
With
to
the
remember that like $1
cleaned-
is basically 1 copper.
Yeah, yeah. The math was done in 2018, and not the same.
A gold is about $120 something dollars.
A gold was $103 US in 2018. You can look up inflation
So-
rates for what that would come to now, because I don't
So
know.
wait a second.
And you can look up the Canadian conversion rates, because I don't know.
Oh, it's much higher, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that tracks then. It says 50 gold piece for 1 barrel of fine wine, and usually a barrel of wine or ale goes for somewhere between like that price range.
And a barrel is 60 gallons when it comes to alcohol measurements.
It's 60 gallons by 5e standards?
Yes.
Or are you talking about okay, because I was gonna say
1 barrel is 60. 1 quarter is 15. No, 1 quarter is 8 bushels. A quarter is a dry measurement, I'm sorry. Yeah, a barrel in 5e is listed as 60 gallons.
holy fuck, I overcharged Ed.
A cask is... all barrels are casks. Like a hogshead is a cask. What people call a cask is actually a quarter cask, because it is a quarter of a barrel, therefore 15 gallons.
I fucking overcharged. Well, wait, no, I didn't overcharge Ed because I went off of the English cask system and he bought a rundlet. And that has 128 gallons in it. I charged him 100. Yeah, I charged him 100 gold for that. So would that be fair?
I mean, that would be a little over 16 gold if it's good quality ale.
It was,
Stuff stronger
yeah,
than ale. Was it ale? What was it?
dwarven ale.
Yeah, dwarven ale I'd say is probably, because it's stronger, it wouldn't just be good quality ale, it'd be something pricier. Like I get, like this was listed at because dwarven firewater is much more than just an ale. I did more than that. But yeah, I'd say, I mean, it depends. I don't know. Wee has a
Sorry.
different economy.
Yeah, the economy is fuck. I don't know what things cost here. It's this price. Does that sound fair? Well, my bad. Sorry.
I'm gonna tell Ed.
Barrel of fun. Yeah. Okay. Do you go back to everyone else is meeting up at the Tower of Order?
Yeah, I'm going back to Tower of Order.
Okay. I'll say the two of you would arrive at around the same time.
Got you.
So
If it's like a
Anthony and Abby, you
whiteout,
just
do I
watch.
not care?
You don't see each other until you're like, I don't know, 10 feet away from the door, or from the walk to the door.
Oh, hey Morgan.
I don't know enough about. Snow doesn't exist. I don't know
Oh, hey,
how
Rebecca.
visibility in a whiteout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Depends on how thick it is.
It's
Fuck.
about 10 feet. That's like you see the shape. You don't realize it's Rebecca until 10 feet.
Fair enough.
10
And
feet
like
of
I bet
visibility.
Rebecca.
That's pretty thick.
It's just been getting worse and worse.
Oh, it's a bit chilly out. Don't you agree?
Is that supposed to be a joke, Morgan?
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
That was in poor taste.
It's
Rebecca,
okay.
you do not feel any colder whether you're inside or outside.
It's okay, Morgan. Just I like dark jokes. It was a little funny, but you might want to be careful around Tia because it might upset her.
Right, yeah.
It is very emotional.
Yeah, I'll go
She
inside.
just said,
Okay, yeah, y'all all four meet up in the lobby.
Oh, is Mr. Mosby there?
No, we're in the lobby.
M or Pooh?
You're referring to the
The
sixth Park Reverse Neutral Drive in Low. I know how to spell Prindle, Mosby. Oh yes, you're here. Your friend told me that I had to relay the message to you as well, because I don't know, he doesn't think he can relay the message to you himself.
He has self-esteem issues. It's understandable.
In
We
character
can
and in real life.
Same.
first thing in the morning, at first light, we can transport you to the elemental plane of fire. We cannot get you inside of, well, quite frankly, it's the only somewhat habitable city there. But we can get you within 1 day's travel of the city of Brass.
Well, that will, I think, just being on the plane will make me not slowly start to die, so that will be nice. We just need to find powerful fire and then find a way back. But I think I'll have a way back.
Well, the city of Brass is the largest city in the plains.
It's one of, if not the largest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bigger than Waterdeep.
The
Yeah,
water is pretty deep.
population 4 million.
Oh my god.
Do
Which
you
Waterdeep
have
has
anything that could
1.3.
like offer fire resistance like even if it's just temporary, because Tia here, she'll be suffering in her heavy armor.
Fine.
I'll see what I can scrounge up. As I told your friend, with what's going on outside,
Resources are a bit
resources are
strapped.
being stretched.
Very,
Um,
very understandable.
I'll see what I can get put together. Just come here first thing in the morning. Hopefully we've got the snow under control by then, but he
You
has
have
a
like a
face that basically
druid?
says, "Fuck if I know."
Guess have like a druid or something. Maybe they could help. Don't they do like plants and weather?
I imagine
We've
most druids don't like being in the city.
Yes, we've sent word to a couple druids outside the city to see if we can convince them. They're not very fond of us. However, this being a disruption of the natural order, maybe. We've had no luck getting word into the council chambers, and we have it on authority that the envoy from the Emerald Enclave is there, and I believe he'd be able to to take care of it or know someone that could. But we've been having trouble getting through to there. Thing is, we don't have the clearance to be in the council chamber proper. And they are on lockdown, given the current ongoings. But yes, we're trying to get some druids.
Okay, so we come back tomorrow, and then we get transported to the fireplace.
Indeed, yes.
Sounds good.
We're gonna burn.
It won't be the first time.
I mean, I'll
Excuse
be
me?
all right.
Tia, actually, I think I know a way that we can get back super easily. You have 6 level spells, right?
I believe so, yeah.
There should be a spell called Word of Recall. If you
Yes, I believe
designate,
I have that.
it probably would have to be like a Bahamut temple that you'd have to designate, that you'd have to cast the spell, and then we can go to the elemental plane of fire. But if you cast it while we're there, it would bring us back.
Well, okay. Sounds good to me.
I will recommend that you should bring some source of water with you as well.
I'll take out my alchemic jug and shake it.
Even though I have purify food and water?
That just makes it pure. But create
Yeah,
food and water would work.
Yes, purifying would not work because if you get deep enough in the plane that water ceases to exist.
But create
that
food and water would
would,
work.
Yeah, create food and water. I think I have that too, though, but that's like that's a higher level spell that I probably shouldn't use spell slots for when we can just bring water. You know.
I don't think the
Yeah, well,
city of brass isn't that far into the plane of fire, but it is rare in the plane of fire anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the city of brass is about 3.5 times the size of Waterdeep population wise.
Oh man.
Yes, and the city of brass being such a large city, for a price, I'm sure you could find someone that could transport you back if all else failing. But yes, the earliest we can arrange for it is in the morning, unfortunately.
Yep. They need rest anyways, so that's good.
All right. anything else y'all want to do before heading back to Syndra's or wherever else?
Finding out if there's a temple to the Platinum Dragon in the city.
There is, because that is where Celeste is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I completely forgot.
Yes. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, it's on the Street of Bells.
Yeah, it's not too far actually.
Oh no! It's in the Trades Ward. It's it's like right under the Honorable Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to stop there in the morning before we get here for you to mark that place. Tia.
All right. Thank you for your help. You two. Getting the information from him.
Oh shit. We're gonna tell the council, but this might also concern the magisters. Just in case we don't come back. There is a. I'll explain to them the whole situation with Unwaterdeep.
Very freaky.
Okay, that's quite a lot.
We know an entrance in the City of the Dead and an exit in an alley not too far from here. Actually, where the explosion happened.
Okay, very pressing. We're going to. I don't think we're going to be able to take care of work on that until we get the storm under control and make sure there's no more fallout from the bomb. We will try to get that into our word to the council as well.
Yeah, you're gonna need some heavy hitters if anyone goes down there because those bobbies hit hard.
Yeah, that's quite a bit disconcerting, honestly.
And it has to do with Dendar, the Night Serpent, which is very concerning. Or at least it has some connection to it.
Okay. That is quite concerning, yes. And they were leading children by ropes. Okay. Well, that will be our disappearance of the Doomsday Cult solved. Okay, thank you for the information.
Alright, I guess we'll head back to Syndra's.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get there, and Morgan, you immediately spot that there's a barrel marked with 4 X's.
What?
Tia, can you help me bring this inside?
It's on the porch.
What on
Yeah.
earth is that?
It's fire wine.
He scoops it up and brings it in.
Booze.
I'll start pouring glasses for myself from the barrel.
Ooh,
Do you
one.
really need that much?
You never know. It might help. I also
Makes you feel
summon
spicy.
back Andromeda, see if she has any word from Guillemot. I also fill her in on everything that's happened.
Speaking of things that happened, how did your conversation with that guy go?
Pretty good. I kind of. Oh yeah, you weren't there. Shit. Yeah, I'll tell Morgan everything what happened. I learned a few things. It's possible that he's being manipulated by someone from the cult, or it was genuinely just a horrific accident that happened, rather than
See,
something
something
intentional.
about that whole story doesn't sit right with me.
I have the same feeling. There's just something off. but it genuinely just could be horrible coincidence.
See, I understand the cult wanted to test a new weapon out on a small town, but why would they downgrade from town to hamlet instead of going somewhere big next?
With a bigger bomb.
Right, exactly.
Could the one that was in the hamlet have been found while it was in transit?
Well, did you ask him? How did he come across it?
Look, I didn't think of that. It's kind of hard to think when you only have when you're slowly shivering constantly, and yeah.
Rebecca's got a lot in mind right now. Tia hugs Rebecca.
Thanks.
Rebecca has brain freeze.
Also, Andromeda,
I
were
just realized you
you
should have had it.
were you still cold?
Disadvantage for this whole time.
Were you still cold in the on Mount Celestia, or
Wait, what? Who? Oh.
Yes, I was.
that's
It
unfortunate?
seems that it goes between planes. Over to what Guillemot said. He said he was very, very proud of what you did and saving those people. It's not high pitched enough. In saving those people, but see here. He said that this is a kind of magic he hasn't heard of before. Whatever was in that bomb. And as far as let's see here. As far as your worry, thought, concern, about to what Tia said earlier about being able to be brought back to life given your condition. He isn't sure. However, he thinks that the ice sculpture thing, like what I turned into, works kind of like how petrification works with stone, in that your soul doesn't really leave you.
You're not dead. You're just oh god, that somehow was worse.
He's not entirely sure though, because I wasn't like that long enough since when it happened to me, and it's a new type of magic.
Yeah.
It's just one thought he's had on it.
That almost makes it worse.
Yeah.
I'd rather die, honestly, rather than freeze.
What kind of restoration works
for
on
petrification, it's greater restoration.
Is it greater?
Yeah, but if that doesn't cure this, before it transitions, I doubt it would work when you're frozen as a statue.
I was gonna say we use greater and that didn't really do anything. Sorry.
As far as what the let's see here. She was around for what the book said, right?
Yes.
You didn't send her away.
Yes.
Okay. As far as what the book said, he agrees that elemental fire probably means the elemental plane. Powerful enough fire. He doesn't think that just it being a dragon would be enough. It would have to be an old or ancient dragon, is his guess.
Great worm.
Great worm, though that surviving that wouldn't be easy.
Like surviving an ancient dragon's fire breath in general won't be easy.
That said, if you're looking for a great worm, uh, there are 7 golden great worms on Mount Celestia that patrol around Bahamut's palace.
Not enough.
We need all 7.
No, we need 8.
With their powers combined.
With our powers combined.
Other than that, he doesn't think it necessarily just has to be a dragon. Just some very potent enough source of fire.
I mean, imagine the source of all fire. This is probably a good place to start.
Don't know that throwing yourself into the sea of flame is the wisest choice.
No, but we'll probably find something there that can help. At the very least, it'll buy us time.
I'm also to warn you all about the see, what are Afri? Are they devils? No, they're elementals.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they're the fire genie.
yeah.
The city of Brass is full of all types. It is a large number of genies, which you should be careful of. Be careful in wordings around them.
Aren't the Afridi very slave happy too?
Yes. I think something like 20% of the population of the city of Brass is slaves.
Yeah. If we do end up talking to an Afridi, Tia, I think it would be best you don't say anything.
Okay,
I don't want to have you end up as a slave.
that's understandable.
Actually, that pretty much goes for everyone. Let's try not to say anything to an Afridi.
It is
Yeah.
also it's also home to one of the largest armies in the plains. So don't start anything you can't finish.
Morgan. Don't accidental a war. Anyway.
Yeah. I'll light a fire in the fireplace and I'll just like sit probably a bit too close to it. And I'll hope just to
Tia's gonna give her a blankie too.
feel anything.
You watch as Tia, as you're wrapping the blanket around Rebecca, you reach in front of her to like put the blanket over, and you're close enough to the fire that like the fur on your arm singes a bit. And you're like, Rebecca's sitting too close.
Like, you're a little too close to the fire. I'm afraid you're gonna like burn.
I don't feel it.
That doesn't mean that you still couldn't hurt yourself. Oh,
There's one way to
here.
find out. I stick my hand in the flames.
Oh my god.
Why would you do that?
I think if you're sticking your hand in the flames, there's not a dexterity save for that.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not feeling any pain from it, so.
You take 6 points of fire damage, and you.
Oh no. Where'd he go?
Being cut
Being
out.
caught
of
fire.
existence.
You feel the burn. You feel the feeling of being burnt. Sans the heat.
I retract it immediately.
And you took 6 points of fire damage.
Yeah. Okay, so I can burn, but I don't feel the warmth. This sucks.
Sorry.
Well, that was
Sure. I'm
different.
sure, I'm sure we'll figure it out, Rebecca.
I'll back away from the flames. Because now
Oh,
I know I
Rebecca.
can burn.
Before I forget, I got a little something for you. And he'll reach into the bag of holding and pull out a very large wooden box.
What's that?
You got a crowbar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
I'll just mage hand crowbar while I'm like wrapped up, shivering, arms crossed.
Get
And
it?
inside,
You
Is it?
find a set of studded leather armor that looks brand new. Other than that, it looks exactly the same as yours.
Huh. This looks new. New armor?
yeah, I went to a local blacksmith, and yeah, it could do some cool stuff too. You should try it on.
Alright, give me a minute. Actually, 2 minutes. Takes a minute to doff and don leather armor.
Makes me happy that you know what doffing and donning means.
The one with the on in it means that you take the armor off.
And
Well,
doff
yeah, but I meant,
is
like,
take it off.
medically.
No. Don means off, and doff means
No, you sick fuck.
Oh my god.
It just makes me happy that you guys know. Because they had to teach it to some people.
Benefits
So
of playing D&D. Words people don't normally use, you know.
Mm-hmm.
it reminds me of that story of the chick who said this guy came up to my house and I knew he was a D&D player because he said that he hit my van, but he said that my van didn't sustain any damage, but he felt bad about it, so he wanted to tell me anyway.
God damn it.
She's like, that's how I know he plays D&D. Um, yeah, the guy said it could do some magical stuff, but it also makes you harder to hit. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, by the way. I know it's kind of late, but like I told you I'd get you on mine, so like we even now.
Yeah, thanks, Morgan.
Yeah, no problem.
Do I understand his properties? Like I can use a bonus action to speak the armor's command word?
No.
yes.
Yeah, I do.
No,
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that and make it look like the clothes that Tia got me.
Aw.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
that's actually less work for me to do whenever I use Mask of Many Faces.
Aw.
Also, I
Easy
I
good.
might have traded away Spinbox for a little bit.
You did
So
what?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry, I'll be getting it back. But the guy wants to learn how to make spin boxes so that he can make a whole bunch of them, and then I could go there and get bullets and parts at discounts. I made a good deal.
I'm gonna look at Morgan dead in the eye. And I'm just gonna go. So you gave a weapon that you found on a whim that is incredibly powerful to someone for
And
a few days so
pretty
that
much
way they
one
can
of a
mass
kind.
produce it.
Buy a dumpster, yes.
Morgan, this reminds me of a story I read one time about how someone traded a similar weapon for another weapon. And long
Arms of
story
the
short,
armies of hell.
demons had guns.
I thought it was devils. Do we read the same story?
No, you
He
can't read it.
reads fiction. He reads a lot of, like, sexy fiction, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it was actually the succubuses and incubuses that had guns in Loki's story.
I hate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go make dinner. Also, Loki, I guess like when we come back from the fireplace, but like maybe either before or after the meeting, and maybe on Waterdeep if we're planning on going back down there, which I kind of don't want to because that place is freaky. Um, you ought to take the dragon horn that we got and try to make yourself like a magic wand. There's probably someone here in Waterdeep that can do it. And I mean, you did make some big buccarinos from o- on account of the fight. So yeah, just a thought.
That's just a theory, a Morgan theory.
Yeah.
A Morgan theory.
Well, time to cook. I strive for perfection. Lest I
Morgan, you should
stumble.
make a nice warm soup.
I'll take a short
Are you actually
rest.
using your cook chef thing, or
Yeah, sure, why not? Hold on. Let me take a peek. Let me take a peek at that. Doop doop doo. As part of a short rest, you can cook special food provided you have the ingredients. Just 4+ your proficiency bonus. Yeah, I'll do the meal thing, not the treat thing,
okay?
if that's all right.
Does that mean we get a bonus if we use hit die?
It's at the end of a short rest.
You can you can prepare enough food. You can yourself for at the end of the short rest. Any creature who eats the food. Yeah, it's the short rest one. Basically, gives extra hit points if you spend hit die. But like, that's not something you keep. That's you feed them a meal during the short rest, essentially.
Oh well, then if we're gonna end up like long resting, then he'll just make a regular meal. Then there's no point in doing that.
Rebecca
Yeah, the only
needs
one
a
that there'd be
short
a
rest.
point in is the 1 hour of work one.
Rebecca
The
needs a
treats,
Uh,
because that's the one you were talking about putting in your.
Oh,
Making
okay.
and
So
putting
you
in
know
the
what?
chest.
Yeah, then he'll make some treats after everybody has dinner. He'll make regular dinner and then he'll cook the treats to put in the preserving thing.
Okay. You Morgan, you also noticed when the barrel got brought in, it didn't have 4 X's on it like you originally thought. It has 10 X's on it.
What the fuck? Man, I want some of that shit.
Which Morgan would know that's the number of times it's been distilled.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
That's how the X's worked on like if you ever see alcohol with like 3 X's or something in old movies and stuff.
Yeah, it's like triple distilled.
That's
Yeah.
how many times it was distilled.
Oh
Triple
boy.
distilled was about 80%.
Oh no.
Are you telling me that frickin' Rebecca's gonna get hammered off this shit, or is she just gonna be a little worm?
I mean, it's dwarven fire water.
It's
I'll leave
possible.
that up to you to figure out.
It's sometimes used as explosives.
All I'm saying is in a Red Dragon Inn, it is a +3.
While
Damn.
while like moving around and like doing the cooking for dinner, he'll come out and occasionally like sneak a glass.
Morgan, you
It's a
have to
big
ask
one,
for
right?
permission. It's to keep Rebecca alive.
Well, I'm not gonna drink it all. Just a little bit.
It was a
just a
rumor.
smidge.
It's possible that it might not even work, but at least it's good.
Well, I mean, at least it tastes good, but Morgan, don't go drinking all of
No. That's not even physically possible for me yet.
it.
Do you want me to roll just
Yeah, roll-
just in case?
For the chefs, yeah, roll a cook's utensils check
Very
using
well.
wisdom.
Boop.
That's pretty good. I mean, you can still hear Chef Ramsay yelling at you,
Oh
but
no,
it's
no.
you didn't mess it up. It's good, but it's not good enough.
I hate it. I
Yes,
hate
chef.
myself. Yes, chef. Sorry, chef. I'm an idiot sandwich, chef.
Where's the sauce?
It's under the cheese.
I hate that Chef Ramsay is like a jerk to adults, but like such a sweetheart to children. Like I'm the opposite.
Children go fuck themselves.
Kids.
Okay,
Fucking
that's
beat
that's
those
good
little
enough.
bitches.
3 hit die. It's at 9. Means I'm at 6. Okay.
Okay, so unless anyone else is doing anything for the night, Morgan's making the treats. So you get however many treats that says you get. I want to say it was 8.
I believe so. Yes,
Um,
and I'll put that in the chest of preserving.
I would like to create 16 spell slots.
Rebecca becomes a co-clock.
Mm.
It's the only way
Yeah.
she can live at this point.
Okay. So everyone takes a long rest except for Rebecca and Andromeda.
Oh no, it's only 4.
Andromeda will have 1 level of exhaustion.
I get 2.
You'll go up to 2, and I'm going to DM roll Andromeda's save. And then if you can roll Rebecca's save.
Do I GM or not GM?
GM, and I'm going to. We don't know if the. Yeah, GM, and I'll tell you.
What's the save?
It
Con?
is a con save.
Oh, good. It's not a death save just yet. Oh.
If I have advantage on death saves, and yet somehow I managed to like fail every one except for one. I failed like 8. I rolled 8
4
times.
death saves.
I rolled 4 times and I failed 3 times out of that, and all of them was at
Sure.
advantage. So
She failed what 7 of the 8 rolls.
yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, here is the. And see, I don't know the DC, so I don't know if that's good or not.
We will never know.
Okay. Morning comes. Rebecca, you feel ever so slightly warmer.
Okay, that's good.
And everyone would notice Rebecca and Andromeda both seem to have a little less ice on them than they did the previous night.
Yo.
Is Tia still frozen to Rebecca from snuggling all night?
Rebecca probably would have moved you a bit, so you're not getting hypothermia while you sleep.
Fair enough. But Rebecca,
Yeah, I'll say,
thermia.
Tia, you wake up and you're just shivering.
Aw. Cold Tia.
Yeah, Rebecca probably would have used precipitation to warm her blankets, like a blanket
Aw.
warmer.
No, don't do that. Oh,
I feel slightly warmer, but it's still cold.
well, that's good anyway. We need to figure out what the hell's going on. Like, um, hmm. Why don't we try to look for that person today? That person that can do the wish spell.
You're going to elemental plane of fire.
Right. But like, isn't there someone like nearby that we know?
Nope.
Well, okay, onwards. Let's get it over with.
Let's stop
Not
at
over with,
the platinum dragon one place first.
Okay.
Make sure you prepared the word of recall, and maybe a spell that lets you resist fire.
Do I have any of those?
Not observed elements. Protection from energy and yep, I think it's just protection from energy.
Shield.
Fire shield.
have a
That's only
fire-
10 minutes. What cleric spells are there?
I don't think I have fire spell, and if I do, I don't have it on my
Level 3
sheet.
protection from energy.
Yep, I got the protection from energy.
Level 6 word of recall.
Okay.
That's so we can get back.
Yeah.
Uh,
What else do I need to ready?
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Loki, make sure you do your spells as
Maybe
well.
Death Ward,
Yes.
Okay. Death
unless
Ward.
it's already pre-prepared because you're a life cleric.
It might be.
It
Morgan,
is.
prepare your
That's-
spells as well.
Yep, it is.
It's pre-prepared.
Make sure you prepare fists for the day.
Yes, I have. I've prepared fist for the day.
Create or destroy water and create food or drink. Create
Okay.
food or water. Food and water.
17.
What level is that?
Level 1, create or destroy water.
Okay.
And level 3, create food and water. And then prepare what you want after that.
Okay.
Those are essential spells for what we'll need today.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna I'm gonna unclick Bane because wait a minute.
Our
Let me
review-
take
Yeah,
that.
Under the
however many
fire
you
for
just
Frost.
added, you need to take away that many too.
Yeah, that's what I
So
figured.
mine is
Okay.
Death Ward. You don't need to worry about Death Ward
Okay.
because you already have that prepared as being a life cleric.
Yep. Okay.
I got all mine ready.
While you are finishing that up, Abby, you set off. It doesn't seem that the snow has gotten any harder coming down. It is still. However, at this point, there would be a good.
People have been shoveling.
They have had like They have had the main streets being cleared, not like all the alleys and stuff.
Plows have come through.
There's still like, just because of how big the city is, and they don't have the infrastructure. They didn't have the infrastructure prepared for it this time of year. Like where you are, there is a good 8 inches of snow again. Seems like it's been a while since they got back to this part. But you get over to the. You slowly make your way over to the high road, which is only has like maybe an inch on it, as they seem to be covering it pretty frequently. And you make your way down to the Temple of the Platinum Dragon.
You're down
And, and your
to the Platinum Dragon.
and your good old
Sorry.
friend Celeste.
Wing. Excuse
So yeah, you go up, you knock, and it is actually Celeste that comes and opens the door.
Hmm.
Oh, it's
Hello.
been a while.
Hey, just we need a place to come back to just in case. Tia's using word of recall here, if that's okay, because we're going on a field trip to Elemental Plane of Fire.
Is this a new friend of yours?
I thought you met.
My name is Tia.
I don't believe they met.
They've never.
I don't believe you've talked to them since they teleported you to the people that would teleport you to the snowflakes.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
And did you end up finding
Yes.
the wizard you were looking for?
Yes, we did. I guess we'll quickly fill her in.
Okay. Well, I can have a few of our members look over that. Keep an eye on that exit you were talking about.
There might be more too.
Right, but I mean, we'll do what we can. I don't know that we have the people to send into this undercity.
I wouldn't recommend it. Not without an army.
We'll keep an around the clock eye on the known exit at any rate. Right. Yes. Come in. By all means, you're welcome to cast that spell here. And do you fill her in on what's going on with you as well, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Have something here. Digs through a couple pockets. This is a one-time use thing, but take it. Use it at night. It acts. It makes you more hardy against effects.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, it's something you can activate at the. If you have it on you, when you if you have it in your hand, when you have to make a saving throw, or in contact with your skin, I should say, it acts as a bless.
Do I get the point of exhaustion before I make the saving throw? Because
At the end of the long rest, you make the save. It's an interesting question.
Because otherwise, because if I get the point of exhaustion before, then I'll be using it tonight. If not, I'll use it the next night because because otherwise I'll have disadvantage on saving throws.
Well, I'll say if you're in Abby,
Abby.
please. Abby, please.
Mute
Oh
your
god, I'm so
mouth.
sorry. Sorry, my bad.
Abby's trying to stab a straw into a Capri Sun bag. If you're gonna be in the elemental plane of fire, yeah, you won't be making the saves in there since it's halted. But I'll say you make the save before the exhaustion.
Okay.
They're technically at the same time, but as far for mechanically, I'm gonna say that's the order. I wish I had more to offer you to help, but hopefully that can help you out.
Thanks, Celeste. Well, hopefully we'll be seeing you again. But we gotta go to the tower border.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay. Yep. So you yeah, you go back to the Tower of Order. They were able to get 3. They almost look like brooches. So these don't do quite exactly what you were asking for, though they should help in the Plane of Fire. They don't make you hardier against fire itself, but they do make it to where you are able to withstand heat as far as weather goes, which is a problem throughout the entirety of the plane.
That'll be good for me, Morgan, and Tia, because I think Loki, you should be fine, right?
Yeah, I should be alright.
Yeah, you have resistance to fire damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, which means that you don't suffer the effects of extreme heat either.
Very good.
Just clip them onto yourselves, onto your armor or clothes. And as long as they are on your persons, they will have the effect. I am to tell you that these are loners, and when you return, it is asked that you bring them back.
Will do.
Alright, if you'll follow me upstairs, we will get you sent over. And did the barrel get put in the bag of holding?
I would have liked it to be.
Okay. Dylan, just make sure that the barrel is wrote down on the bag of holding list.
Okay. Fuck. How much does that weigh?
It can fit. Bean already said it does.
It can
Okay.
fit. Not much more of significant weight can go in the bag at the moment.
But we'll slowly be transferring it over into the alchemic jug.
Correct. Alright, with that, you are led upstairs into a fairly small room, and you're told that it should just be those that wish to be transferred put in the room. So the Magist stays outside.
This seems super sketchy.
You enter. I assume you all enter, and the door close the door behind you. Around the walls and on the door, the room's maybe a 15-foot square, and every 2 foot along the wall, in a line encircling the room, is different colored gems. The one on the door lights up, and then it goes out at the same time as the next one to the left lights up, and it just continues faster and faster. The light's spinning before it gets so fast that you can't really keep up with it. And then all of a sudden, it feels you're in a barren gray landscape, and it feels as if what you imagine stepping into a red dragon's mouth would feel like. It is hot and dry.
Mm. It's kind of hot and dry in here.
It's a bit of a contrast from Chult, that's for sure.
Mm.
Yes, and even though you were in Chult for a while, this is a hotter. Though without the other humidity. You can see on the horizon a great gleaming city.
That must be the city of brass. Wow. It looks like it's made of brass.
And though you're not there yet, I'm gonna just move you over to this map because Plane of Fire.
The city of ass. I mean brass.
The city of touch grass.
And I think since we didn't do a break, that we will call it here.
Oh,
Rebecca survives another session.
yeah, I think that's a good spot to end it. Everyone starts burning. Loki's just like,
I mean,
Just-
we're relatively fine because we have that like brooch of heat resistance.
yeah.
Right, you can still,
We still feel it.
yeah, you three can still definitely tell it's hot, but it's not like,
We're suffering.
yeah. Well, actually, Rebecca, you feel dead normal,
I don't feel cold.
but there is you could feel just the force of the sun beating on you overhead as it's white hot directly overhead.
Wait a minute. If the sun is portals to the Sea of Fire, what's the elemental plane of Fire's sun?
You know, I looked this up and I couldn't figure it out.
Is it just like portals to other parts of the Sea of Fire?
I've been trying to read the elemental plane of fire page.
Trying to
While we were in
reach you
here.
about your car's extended.
I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
God damn it.
This is Tia's first other plane.
Whoa!
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh.
Babby's first plane.
This is our
Let's go.
fourth.
Let's see here. You were
Yeah, we've had a lot.
the concordant opposition, Mechanus, Arborea, Mount Celestia.
So fifth.
This is your fifth, not counting demi-planes.
Or the material.
Or the material.
I'll take it.
Morgan goes, "You've dragged me all over creation. When does it end?"
And all I got was this stupid shirt.
All I got was this shirt. And
I
you
went
didn't
to
give
the
me a
city of
fucking damn money.
I went
Oh,
to
wait,
the
maybe
city
I-
of Blast, and all I got was this stupid slave.
Oh,
Maybe I misread. I thought that there was a sun that never sets, but it like waxes and wanes in the plane of fire. But apparently, it's not listed on the wiki page. So maybe I'm stupid.
Oh, so there is no sun. It's just ambient light everywhere from the Sea of Fire.
but like, the sun is warm. Just
If
do
one
like a
didn't
DM
have-
thing and like change it.
Arriving on the plane of fire was like stepping into the flaming maw of an ancient red dragon. If one didn't have protection or immunity from temperatures high enough to melt stone, then death was swift.
Aw.
Oh God.
Well, I think that like we'd be okay. Right? I think we'd be alright.
Unpleasant.
Yeah, because you have the
Well.
brooches.
Yeah.
We are fireproof for now.
Yeah. For now. It's
Heat
okay.
proof.
And,
Not
and
fireproof.
luckily, it's changed since older editions, because in older editions, the plane of fire had a flowing time instead of a normal time.
Mm.
The fuck is like the Feywild?
No, because that is the Feywild is weird because you roll for it. The Plane of Fire flowing just means 2 different rates, but
I
they're
see.
both rates.
Okay.
The Plane of Fire used to be 1 real day felt like 2 days while you were there,
Hmm.
which would be good in this case.
That gives us more time.
However,
Mm,
some of the flowing ones, not so good.
Yeah, it's like inverse. So like 1 day for you is like 2,000 years back home.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
that's
not
like the
that
good
extreme,
thing with the
but
hells. You could literally just make it whatever you want. So, like,
Yes,
how long were you guys in Avernus? It felt
was
like
A long
2 weeks.
time.
You said it was like 6 months. It did not feel like 2 weeks. We were there for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We spent so much time traveling alone. Like,
I don't think you were in there for what equated to 6 months worth of long rests.
well, you said we were in there for 6 months when we got back to the surface.
Oh, right. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, like it was 6 months when you got back to the surface, but
We were not in there for 6 months, but we were in there for like a bit. It
you
wasn't
were in there for a couple of weeks.
Great altar.
There's no way you were in there for more than like a month and a half. But yeah.
anyways, that's the end of this episode. Will we find a cure for Rebecca, or will she have to live on the plane of fire forever? Who knows?
Find out next
Interestingly, the brown
episode.
mold question would also kill life on Earth.
Yes.